For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. Psalm 91, verse 11. Let us therefore fear, lest, a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. Hebrews chapter 4, verses 1 to 11. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Matthew chapter 22, verses 37 to 40. In all things showing thyself a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity, sound speech, that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. Titus chapter 2, verses 7 to 8. Who is a God like unto thee, that pardoneth iniquity, and passeth by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? He retaineth not his anger forever, because he delighteth in mercy. Micah chapter 7, verse 18. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23, verse 4. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life, freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. Revelation chapter 21, verses 6 to 7. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Psalm 37, verse 7. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. Revelation chapter 2, verse 7. But I say unto you which hear, love your enemies, do good to them which hate you. Luke chapter 6, verse 27. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. Psalm 119, verse 133. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. Psalm 50, verse 15. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. And be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake hath forgiven you. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 7. And he said unto his men, The Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master, the Lord's anointed, to stretch forth mine hand against him, seeing he is the anointed of the Lord. 1 Samuel chapter 24, verses 6 to 10. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe on his name. John chapter 1, verse 12. And this I pray, that your love may abound yet more and more in knowledge and in all judgment, that ye may approve things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense, till the day of Christ. Philippians chapter 1, verses 9 to 10. Many shall be purified, and made white, and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. For by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 14. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation, to every one that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. Romans chapter 1, verse 16. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Joel chapter 2, verse 32. Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth. Keep the door of my lips. Psalm 141, verse 3. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! Psalm 139, verse 17. And God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that ye always, having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work. 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 8. And walk in love, as Christ also hath loved us, and hath given himself for us, an offering and a sacrifice to God, for a sweet-smelling savor. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 2. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 4. The eyes of your understanding, being enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints. Ephesians chapter 1, verse 18. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. Psalm 1, verse 2. Peter answered and said unto him, Though all men shall be offended because of thee, yet will I never be offended. Matthew chapter 26, verse 33. He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 29.